Hey, I want to ask you quickly about Rasul. I don't know how much you knew about him before these guys signed him in October, but what has it been like kind of watching him grow in this defense and kind of make the impact he has over the last 2 months?
Man, it's been amazing like just watching him make all these plays, and none of it is a secret. Like, he puts in the work. He's a guy that stays in here, late at night. When I'm walking out of the building, he's still in the sauna and doing his thing and preparing. You see him in the lunchroom preparing. Like, it's a guy that really works hard and really cares about this craft, and he puts in the work, and on game day, he just reaps the benefits of it, and it's just amazing to see. Happy for him. I didn't really know too much about Sewell when he first got here, but just from observing him and getting to know him, he's just been working hard and putting in a lot of work, and on game day, it's been paying off for him.
Cassidy Hill, go ahead.
Hey, Kenny. AJ Dillon is considered a super efficient cold weather back.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, from your point of view as a defensive guy, what is it that makes it so tough to tackle someone like him in the cold weather? Does it sting a little bit more? Does it linger? What is it that you can use to your advantage as a cold weather back from a defensive point of view?
I mean, as a defensive player, I think like you go into the game and I think he's one of those backs that kind of wear you down. I remember like playing like Zeke my rookie year, second year. The more and more they get a chance to run the ball towards the end of the game. When we played the Cowboys those couple of years, the more and more like it's heavy. He's a heavy guy to tackle. It was hard to tackle him, and I think like AJ Dillon got those same kind of like characteristics about him. Like he's a big back, heavy guy to tackle. He's not gonna go down on first contact, and when you get into those third and fourth quarters, your legs are pretty heavy, and defensive linemen or linebackers are ready to be dropping and getting into more pass rush situations, and we're up and we're in 4-minute offense or whatever. All that stuff wears on you. You know what I'm saying? So, just looking at it from a defensive perspective, your legs get heavy, you get tired. Guys start making more arm tackles. DBs don't want to tackle. He's a tough guy to tackle. So I just think a big back like that, it wears on you and it wears on the defense, especially as the game goes on.
Steve McGargy, go ahead.
I'm just wondering, Matt LaFleur had tied the record Saturday for most regular season victories by any head coach in his first 3 years. I'm just wondering, from your perspective, what is it about him that has made him such an effective head coach thus far in his career, and how has he kind of evolved as a coach since he first got there, from your perspective?
Man, Coach LaFleur, I mean, he's a great coach, man. Just a guy, you could tell he just works extremely hard. He cares about the team. He cares about every one of his players. He has a relationship with all of his players, and just he doesn't let anything slip. He holds all of us accountable to a standard, and we live up to it. And I don't think he really gets enough credit for the work that he puts in and where he's gotten us since he's been here. He's a leader. He's the leader of our football team, and since he's been here, he's been doing nothing but a great job in holding us accountable and holding us to a standard. And we just been living up to it and playing really good football, no matter our injuries, no matter who's in and who's out or whatever. We just been living up to a certain standard, and that's credit to him and how he pushes us every single day.
Tom Silverstein. Tom?
There we go. Sorry, Kenny. I'm sorry if this was discussed at all, but with the change in the COVID protocol, I think you would have been able to play after 5 days.
Yeah.
I think you would have been eligible on a Sunday. But would you have felt good enough to play on that Sunday? And is it for most guys, do they feel like, the 5 days in, like they feel good enough to play?
I mean, everybody's different. I know for me, like I would have wanted to play, but the first 3 days when I got it, it hit me pretty hard. Like I lost some weight. I was like my chest, my throat, everything was just hurting. I had a bad cough. I had everything besides like the chills and I had everything besides like the chills. So and I had it for like 3 days or 3 days. So I mean, I would have wanted to play for sure, but I don't know how what the trainers or what everybody else how they would have made that decision on that. But definitely I would have wanted to play. But everybody's different. Like some people don't get symptoms at all. Some people do, or some people get mild symptoms. But I know for me, I got hit hard with it, especially the first 2-3 days. So, I mean, if I would have been able to play, me personally, I would have wanted to play. But they would have seen me and they probably would have been like, nah, you can't. There's no way we're gonna throw you out there looking like this or feeling like this. So, I don't know. But everybody's different. Some people don't feel it at all, and they can probably go out there and play a game, and yeah. So I don't know.
Wes, go ahead.
Hey, that being said, Kenny, how did you feel, with the first game being back? I think you ended up playing somewhere around 60 snaps. Just how did that go for you?
Yeah. So the first half, the first half I was good. The second half was, I was so tired out there, man. And in the plan, I wasn't supposed to play 60 snaps, but T got banged up, and then Dean had got banged up for a play, and then and I had to play way more than I was supposed to. I don't know the exact snap number, but it was nowhere. It was supposed to be nowhere near like 60 snaps. So, but happy the way I played and all that kind of stuff, and just throughout the circumstances that I was in, and it is what it is. Like football is football. You guys go out there, play. So yeah, I'm happy about where I was at, and I did a couple workouts and stuff like that. Like as I got better, throughout the week that I was off. So it was all right.
Steve McGarkey, do you have another one?
Sure. I'm just wondering, with Dalvin Cook being activated, I imagine he's going to play Sunday. How much are you kind of looking forward to that challenge of kind of going up against him, particularly after the way the Browns were able to run the ball last weekend?
Man, I'm always looking forward to playing him. He's a great player, man. He's a great player. I've been playing him for 5 or 6 years now, and it's always a battle. He's a great player. Runs in between tackles, can catch the ball, can do it. I mean, almost everything. And you get up for games like this. Rivalry game, division game, and when you're playing against a great player like Dalvin Cook, you get up for it. So I'm excited.
Matt Schneidman.
Kenny, when you were watching that Ravens game at home, what are you like when you're watching a game? I know you mentioned how TJ got them, I think, to false start on that field goal or that fourth down where I pushed him out of field goal range. Like, what are you like when you're watching a game?
I mean, I'm just observing it, and of course I know the play calls and I know like the game plan from that week, so I'm looking at it from a different perspective, and it's just good to see guys like TJ, forcing guys to jump off sides and all that kind of stuff, because it's stuff that we talk about as a defensive line, and stuff that we see how we communicate and all that kind of stuff. So. It was good to see, him do stuff like that and just watch him grow. But, towards the end of the game, just like anybody else, I was kind of at the edge of my seat, with the 2-point conversion and all that kind of stuff. I was kind of, at the edge of my seat. So I was happy we got that stop and ended up getting the win. But, yeah, it definitely was a close game. And, I was watching it as a part of the team, but as a fan too, and I was definitely on the edge of my seat from it.
Tom Silverstein.
Yeah, Kenny. I know as a leader of the defensive line, you talk to a lot of the guys, and Kingsley Kiki wasn't active on Sunday, and I was wondering if you had a chance to just talk with him or kind of have any kind of heart to heart with why he wasn't active and what he can do for you guys moving forward.
Yeah, I spoke to Kiki. I'm gonna keep that between me and Kiki, but I spoke to him and everything's all good. So yeah, I'll just keep that between me and him.
Okay. Do you feel like he's going to be there for you guys down the stretch and able to help?
Yeah, Kiki's a huge part of what we want to do. Kiki has a lot of ability. He's great pass rusher. Can get on edges and all that kind of stuff and do really good things. So yeah, he's a huge part of this run that we're trying to make and what we're trying to do.
Thank you.
One more, Kenny. Cassidy Hill, go ahead.
Kenny, going back to TJ for a minute, he's pretty deceptively athletic.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if he's done anything yet that sort of shocked you or taken you by surprise.
I mean, when he first came in here, like hearing about him playing basketball, being able to windmill and all that kind of stuff, and then when he get here, he doing all his windmills and all that kind of stuff. You see it, and you like, man, that's a 340-pound man, jumping up that high and being able to windmill. That's crazy to see. But other than that, man, it's just, I mean, not really like nothing that I haven't seen. I'm just happy for TJ just for the work that he's been putting in. He came in early, not really knowing what's going on, not really knowing what to expect, just like any other rookie is, and he had his bumps just like every other rookie has had, and he's still having them, and he's still getting better. But just his mentality each and every day and his energy that he brings to our locker room and into the practice field and on game day that he brings, every single time that we step out, no matter if he's playing a lot of snaps or not, he's definitely been stepping up whenever he's been called upon. So really happy about how he's developing and the energy that he's bringing every single day. When he comes in to work. So he got to just keep doing what he's doing, and excited to watch him grow and develop.
I think that's all. Oh, go ahead, Cassidy.
I was just gonna say, he can do a backflip too, in addition to the windmill.
Oh yeah, I ain't seen him do a backflip yet. I gotta see that. I ain't seen that yet.
Thank you.